it is 11:09 and we are so excited. Joel Osteen is coming to Cleveland, and our very own Larry Macon is the only local journalist who had the opportunity to speak to Joel before his event here on October 12th. So that's coming up next Friday. Larry flew to Houston and had the chance to sit down and have a very personal conversation with Pastor Osteen. Take a look.
Today, I'm just so excited that we have Pastor Joel Osteen here, an exclusive interview in this beautiful, wonderful edifice, this beautiful church, Lakewood Church here in Houston, Texas. Welcome to the show, Pastor.
Thanks, Larry. Great being with you.
So happy to have you. We're so excited that you're coming to Cleveland on October 12th at 7 p.m., and it's just going to be an awesome event. And so just wanted to introduce you to all of our viewers here today and talk a little bit about who you are and what you do, Pastor Osteen. And so I want to ask you, I know you followed in the footsteps of your father. What led you into the ministry?
Well, Larry, I worked 17 years behind the scenes at my dad's church doing the production and the editing and things like that. But when my father died in 1999, I felt like I was supposed to step up and pastor the church. I'd never ministered before, but I took that step of faith, and we never dreamed it would grow. And so I kind of did it, just didn't know I'd ever be a minister, but here we are today, and the church has grown, and just feel blessed to be doing it.
Wow, that's awesome work. I just want to tell you that. And you know, you speak to over 20 million people, we'd say almost daily, and I think it's an awesome thing. Tell me this, do you ever have a little doubt? Is it tough?
You know, I don't think so much doubt, but you know, just I feel that responsibility to, you know, to be my best. A lot of people, you know, making decisions based on what I say, and I want to encourage and inspire. I feel blessed that they would give me that time to speak into their life, so I just feel more the responsibility.
That's great, that's great. So your ministry has grown, you know, to great heights. I just wanted to ask you a question. How do you manage to keep yourself grounded?
You know, I have good friends around me, and I have family around me. I like to start each day off, Larry, just you know, finding something to be grateful for and searching my own heart, and just starting off in a quiet place, maybe taking a few minutes every morning. And I think when you do that, it helps you to stay grounded. Hey, am I doing this for the right reason? Am I making good decisions? Am I taking time for my family? I think when we take that time each day, it keeps us on the right path.
That makes a lot of sense. And, you know, it's such a big platform that you have now. And, you know, usually when you have such a large platform, there'll be a lot of critics.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, how do you handle those critics?
You know, I try not to pay attention to it. I really don't read Twitter and the negative comments or even the positive ones. I don't think you can put the negative in you and live a positive, grateful life. And I think that's sometimes what's weighing people down. And the best thing is just don't read it. Live out of a place of peace and wholeness. No matter what, Larry, somebody is not going to like you, whether you're, you know, left or right or center or whatever. They're going to find some reason. So I find, be the best that I can be, and don't let the critics poison my spirit.
I like that. That's good. Don't let the critics poison your spirit.
Yeah.
And so I've seen you've gone to great heights. You're continuing to move up. You have great books. You're an author. You've done some awesome things. How much of that is just allowing things to happen versus a creative plan?
You know, it really has been mostly allowing it to happen. I mean, most of the big breaks, when I look back in my life, I have to say it was the hand of God guiding my steps. Yeah. When I met Victoria, my wife, in a jewelry store, just, you know, I thought it was a coincidence, but I realized it's the hand of God. And even this place, Larry, I used to have season tickets back here. We're in the former Compact Center right now. Never dreamed one day we would own it as a church. But again, things fell into place, and the Rockets happened to be moving out when we needed a new building. And again, I look back and say, that's got to be the goodness of God.
Wow, that's awesome. And you've influenced, again, so many people, not only through television, but online, city of Houston, all around America. You go all around America. You'll be in Cleveland one night, but you go around to different cities all the time. And when you think about all those people you've been able to influence, even internationally, you know, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel humbled. I think, you know, never dreaming that I could do this. And even when I see this place filled up in the different cities, I think, you know, what do I have to say, or why are they coming out? But, you know, it just makes me feel very humbled that in some way I can impact their life. And, you know, our ministry is about lifting people up. I think, Larry, a big part is life pushes us all down. Everybody has challenges in relationships and health and finances. And so our message is that God is for us, that He has us in the palm of His hand, that even sometimes when life doesn't make sense, that God is still in control. And when you put your trust in Him and you don't live bitter and angry, but you say, God, I believe you're in control. I believe life goes better when you live out of a place of faith.
Larry, what an incredible opportunity for you. That is huge.
Yes, it was.
Tell us a little bit more about Pastor Osteen. Like, what was he like in person, off camera?
Because I think we all know who he is, and we want to know.
Yeah, he's everything you saw. I mean, the great thing about him is he's genuine. He's the same person off camera that he is on camera. And so I really felt his heart. I felt his passion for people. I really do think he wants to bring hope to people and really want to change people's lives. And that's why I believe he has such a great following and why so many people love to listen to him, no matter what walk of life you're from, no matter who you are. When it's a message of hope, I just don't believe that you can turn a blind eye to it, a blind ear.
No,
Absolutely.
amen.
Yeah.
I mean, he touches everybody in some way, shape, or form, or
Yes, he
so
does.
many, I should say. I mean, I know that he's made a huge difference in my own life. I have my kids listening to him
Yeah.
at times. So tomorrow we're going to hear part 2.
Yes, you are. Yes,
so
we're ready.
did anything he say surprise you? Just kind of let us know, or is there any...
You know, to be honest, it wasn't any surprises.
Yeah.
It was just, the surprise was just the genuineness of his spirit. I mean, you could really tell that he meant every word that he was saying, that he really is humble about, you know,
Right.
how he's risen to such great heights. I mean, it's just
I love what
amazing.
you said to us in the commercial break before we started. He said, you know, I've run into this guy in elevators.
Right.
Yeah.
He's the real deal.
Right. You usually can tell somebody the truth about a person when
Right.
you're alone with them. And I would say he's the same guy there as he is. You know, he cares about people from the person cleaning the floors to the person, you know, running the business or whatever it is. He loves people.
You know, you were saying to us before in the commercial break that he's been doing this and he's celebrating 20 years. How has he inspired you?
You know what? I've just seen him come into his own. You know, I've seen him take on what he feels, you know, is what he's supposed to do in life, and I just see him taking over in that way. And so he inspires me to just be who I am as a person, to use my gift for the greater good.
And you have that gift.
I
And he is so
appreciate it.
transparent because I've been listening to Joel for a long time, and he always jokes about how he was so nervous
Yeah.
to take over.
Yeah,
and
it's
it wasn't for
amazing.
him, and he was like the behind the scenes
Right.
guy. And
Yeah.
look at him now.
Right. I mean, when you're called to do something, you're
You're
called
just
to do it.
it.
You just have to do it. Step into it. So
Thank you for this.
Yeah, no problem.
What a way to kick off the
I
week.
know.
There we go.
Part 2 is tomorrow. I am already looking forward to it. Mr. Larry Macon Jr., thank you so
You're the
much.
best,
Thank you for
Larry.
having me.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate it.